What's going on, you guys? Today I'm going to be showing you a different kind of Facebook ads for not only testing products, but scaling them too. Now, before we get started, I just want to show you my store right now. As you can see, total sales on the day is 1,600, and I'm just going to refresh this real quick. And as you can see, we're getting sales coming through all across North America here. And I just want to show you all this just so that you have some proof, so that you know that the information I'm about to show you in this video, you can actually trust. All right, so as we go through this Facebook strategy, we're going to be using this product right here as an example product, just so that you can kind of understand why I'm structuring the ads this way. So it's a makeup brush cleaner. So we're going to use that as the example product. Now, as we come into Facebook, essentially in your ads manager, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and just click create ad. What we're going to be doing is the sales objective. And we're going to set up the testing campaign first, so product testing campaign. What we want to do is select manual and sales campaign. And then once we get into here, we're going to start setting it up. So typically my title structure for these type of campaigns is always put the product initials. So this will be like a brush cleaner. And then I would just go ahead and I'd put in the countries that I'm targeting and just a couple other details. So this would be a cold campaign because we're testing, and then we're going to be targeting specific countries based on an understanding of the product and also where we can ship to. So I'm just going to put an e-packet, but it's actually going to be specific countries that I'll show you in a moment here. We'll put in the break-even ROAS. Let's say the break-even ROAS is a 1.45. So we have all the title structure set up. Then what we want to do is we want to scroll down here. We're going to disable catalog. We don't want that. And then down here, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and click continue, because this is just the initial campaign structure at the beginning. Then what we do is we get into the ad set level. Now at the ad set level, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting in a title structure of top customer. So we're going to be doing a top customer structure for the testing. And this is going to work exceptionally well when you do it a specific way, which is what I'm going to be showing you right here. We'll put the audience size, we'll have that information in a moment here. As we come down, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have maximized number of conversions selected, set up your pixel, and then for the conversion event, we're going to go ahead and do purchases. Obviously we want those, so let's go ahead and select that. As we come down here, all of these can stay the same. The only thing is, if you're running a video ad, you do want to make sure that video engagement, you set it as 1-day view video engagement tracking. And then you're all good to go right there. So as we come down here, what we're going to do is we're going to set a budget of $50 per day. And then we're going to, of course, have it start the next day. So this would be the next day, and we'd have it start at 12 o'clock in the morning. So all of this can stay the same. Now, once we get down to this point where we're doing the audience controls, what we want to do is we want to click switch to original audience options. This is going to give us a little bit more kind of options as to what we can customize with this ad structure. So down here, what we're going to do is we're going to take that product and we're going to select all the countries that we can get reasonably good shipping times to. So a good shipping time is anywhere from 5 to 10 days. A reasonably good shipping time is anywhere from 8 to 15 days. So you're going to want to put in all those countries that you can get those shipping times to. And then once you have it, you can go ahead and you can save it. So I already have all those countries saved, so I'm just going to go ahead and select them. And as you can see, we got quite a few coming through here that I can actually still get really good shipping times to. Estonia actually shouldn't be in there. So we're going to go ahead and remove those. So this one is specific to you. Whatever places you can get good shipping times to, go ahead, put those in there. Now comes to the customization of the ideal customer that we're structuring this product around. So when you look at your product, you're going to always have a basic idea of who that product is going to be meant for. A really good way of kind of understanding this is think about who in your life, like family, friends, relatives, whatever it is, might actually use that product, and that will give you a good idea of who your ideal customer is, and then you can start creating this avatar, and that's what we're going to base this ad structure off of. So this customer for this makeup brush cleaner, this is going to predominantly be younger females. So I would go ahead, I would do 21, and we're going to do an age range of 21 to about 45. And then we're going to select women, because predominantly it's going to be women that want to purchase this. And then down here for interest and behaviors, this is where you're going to put in specific types of interests. So the first ones are going to be 2 product specific interests, 2 customer specific interests, and then 1 broad interest. So I'm going to give you an example of what that kind of looks like. So product specific, so we have product specific would be makeup brush and makeup tutorials because it's a makeup product. So very, very product specific. Kind of customer specific would be personal care and beauty salons, because anyone that does makeup, cleans makeup brushes, they're very interested in personal care, and obviously they're interested in beauty salons because they like to look nice. The big broad one is going to be this one, so health and beauty, because that's just kind of encompassing the entire niche that that product falls within. And just as a general rule, you want to try to have 5 interests altogether stacked within this ad set. So once you have that all set up, you want to go ahead and you want to scroll down. For languages, we're going to select English, just because we're targeting some countries that aren't English speaking. So we want to make sure we're only hitting English speaking people. And then down here, you want to set up your beneficiary payer. That's something you can do on your own. And then you have all these details. So the next thing that we want to do is we want to scroll back up to the top, and we're going to make this top customer number 1. And for the audience size, we're just going to put in this bottom number right here. So 99.3 million. So we'd go ahead, set that up, put that in there. And then you'd go ahead and hit next. Now, when you come to the next stage, this is going to be your ad creation, which is going to be pretty straightforward. You go ahead, you put in your Facebook page, Instagram page, and you create your ad. The structure for this is we want to make sure that we have 2 ads inside this ad set. So 2 different ads that you think are going to be the best performing ones, and only 2. Try to not put too many, because then your budget will just be spent and it will kind of spread a little bit too thin. So once you have that all set up, you go ahead and you hit publish down here. And now what you're going to have is you're going to have an ad structure where you have the campaign, which is going to be the campaign. You come in, you have top customer number 1, and then you come down here and you should have 2 different ad creatives. So 2 different videos, and this is running at $50 per day. Now, if you're on a low budget, this test structure can be done with 1 top customer campaign or 1 top customer ad set. But if you have a little bit more money, what you want to do is increase the budget. So make sure you're running one of these at, let's say, $100 to start off, or B, you can go ahead and you can create a secondary top customer campaign. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to create your ideal customer, and it's going to make sure that you're very specific with your targeting on the test. Once you have a top customer 1 running, if you want to create a secondary top customer, all that you're doing is you're changing the interests. So we'd just come down here and we would go ahead and we'd find a couple more interests and still try to ensure that we have 5 interests altogether. A good way of finding some more interests, once you have some kind of core ones in there, is you just click on this little suggestions button, and then you're going to see a lot of different interests that come up. Some really good ones that can be beneficial when it comes to kind of product specific is you can actually do makeup brands. That can really help, or specific types of products that are similar to your product that you're marketing. So we could do like face powder. That would be something that's pretty similar to a makeup brush, because I'm pretty confident that face powder is applied with a makeup brush. So you could put something like that in. Just make sure that you have 5 altogether in there, and then you'll have 2 customers set up. Now, when it comes to the scaling of these type of ad sets, what you want to do is you want to take the ad sets that you just created, have them run for a day, and any ones that are getting good conversion events, and I'm going to put good conversion events up on the screen, is you want good cost per clicks, good CPMs, and ideally higher conversion events. These are going to be add to carts, initiate checkouts, and ideally some purchases. And then once you have those ones that are doing good, what you want to do is the second day, so based on how it's performing, let's say top customer number 1 during the test got 1 purchase. What we want to do is we want to take top customer number 1, and we're going to hit this duplicate button. And once we duplicate this, what we want to do is we want to duplicate it into a new campaign. And this is going to be brush cleaner, but this is going to be warm. And we're going to go ahead and put scale. And then we'll go ahead and we would put the countries. I'm just going to put US, but we're targeting multiple countries. So I guess we could just put ePacket. And once you have that in there, you put the break-even ROAS, which was 1.45. And now we're creating a new campaign with this top customer number one because it showed potential during the test. So we're now going to take it into a structure of scaling for day number two. And it's a very slow scale with this Facebook ad strategy. Don't go aggressive because Facebook just needs a little bit more time to optimize. So we'd go ahead, we'd duplicate it into this new campaign structure. Once we're in here, what you're going to notice is over here we have two campaigns now. So we have cold test and then we have warm scale. And inside the warm scale, we only have the one ad set. So these other two are from the actual cold one. I just haven't published them yet. So what we would want to do is we would want to take this one where we just have that copy structure, and we would just take it and we would duplicate it 4 times. So altogether, we're going to have five different ad sets of the exact same top customer number one within that scale campaign. So we go ahead and we do 5, duplicate it 5 times, or sorry, duplicate it 4 times so that you have 5 altogether, and keep everything the exact same. So with this, you're going to have an audience structure that works running at $50 per day for each single one, right? So a total, when you have 5, you're going to have a total of $100, $250 being spent on this scale day 2. Now, $250 will not be the complete spend because what you want to do is as these are all running, all these 5 within your top customer scale campaign, as they're running, if you're noticing you're getting bad cost per clicks, bad CPMs are kind of questionable, but mainly bad cost per clicks, no higher conversion events, you're going to kill it. And ideally, typically, if it's done right and you have a good product, you're going to end up with maybe 2, sometimes 3 top customer ad sets within that scale campaign that are actually performing well. And those are the ones you're going to leave running. The other 2 you're going to kill. And that's how you begin the stages of scaling. And I'll create another video coming up here very soon where I show you how the continuation of the scaling process plays out. But this is just a new method of testing products with Facebook ads that I've been noticing has been working quite well. I hope this video really helps you all out, and I'm excited to see you all in the next video.